Anybody nervous? I'm Jimmy James, you're watching Catch It Live First. Tonight we have got Stal Rzeszow against the mighty, the one and only Wisła Kraków. I could put my microphone there now because I know I won't be shouting down it and deafening anybody. Frankie James is in live chat. A geezer's in live chat. Looking at the table, victory tonight for Wisła. All but secures promotion into the Polish Premier League, the Ekstraklasa. Can we get 3 points tonight? Can we get victory? The way we've been playing, it's not guaranteed. And hopefully that man there with the keeper's jersey on, Patrick Lakiewicz, hopefully he can have a better evening than he had last time out. We've got to get behind the lads. 3 points tonight, we go up. It's mathematically, unless the Extra Kraków do something ridiculous and turn around a 14-point goal difference, it almost secures Wisła that place in the Ekstraklasa. I am Jimmy James. Let's go straight through the team lineups. I'm not sure what you're going to think about this one, Agiza, Frankie. Agiza says, Jimmy, let's see a 5-0 victory. Frankie James says, hi Agiza, let's go indeed. A bit of Clint Eastwood to get us on the go. Also at half time, we have got coming up what's going on with the court battle, the 3 points, and there's no other way of saying it. The shithouses at Arslongs Wrocław. We'll go through that at half time. It's getting even worse, that scenario. Let's go with starting in goal for Stal Rzeszow. Venivsky. To go with the back four. Kukulka. Krzyzolski. Kazo. Vaschak. A midfield three. Jabonski, Lysiak and Kadziolka. On the left up front, they go with Kaczarski. Jonathan Jr. as a striker. Once again, should cause us no problems as long as we switch on. And on the right-hand side, Majed. Wisła, we go with, in goal, Patrick Lakiewicz. All right, he had a bad game last time out. We'll let him off with that one. Right back, Raul Geiger. Centre half pairing, Kutwa and Grudzik. On the left, Lelyabeld starts. Central midfield pairing of Duda and Igbekim. Igbekim's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting there, that is for sure. On the right-hand side, we've got Marko Bozic. On the left-hand side, Duarte. Ertahala returns after injury. And no Redado, for obvious reasons, out for the season. Up front, we've got Jordi Sanchez starting. What I don't understand is why, on the right-hand side, we've got Marko Bozic when he's been our best player by far in his normal position on the left-hand side, and we've got Kuziemka on the bench, our normal right-sided player. What Mariusz Jop's thinking is, I have no idea, but we're underway. Wisła, we're kicking from. I'm going to put my cardboard over. This is always slightly ahead of what I watch, so that's why I cover it up. If you might want to do the same, you might not. That's been done. So, yeah, Wisła kicking from left to right, playing in our home kit, slightly different. All red. We normally have white shorts, white socks. Maybe a change of kit will bring us a little bit of a change in fortune, although we've been the masters of our own downfall. Watching that game back, Lakiewicz was just shocking. Shockingly bad. Although, a geezer, I don't know if you watched the Manchester United-Liverpool match earlier on. What did United do? Exactly the same as what Wisła did, playing it out from the back. Made a right balls of it, cost themselves a goal. Ertahala. Igbekim. I'm glad that we've got Sanchez there. Ball into Ertahal. Early chance. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Just hitting it at the keeper just to get it on target. You've got to do better than this. I mean, the keeper's done all right there, but they need to be going in. In live chat, Agiza said, bad news Wisła. United have used all my close call. All my close call meds today. So you need to win decisively. It was your old ticker playing you up, mate, a bit. Frankie James says, I didn't watch it, Agiza, but there was a lot of noise from the lounge. There certainly was. Have you told Agiza why you didn't watch it, Frankie? She was in disgrace, Agiza. She was in disgrace. Came home yesterday evening after a day out with the girls. Oof. Sore head this morning for Frankie James. Decent crowding as well at Rzeszow. Not sure what the capacity is. Looks pretty full on that far side. Really, it's not bad at all, because when you look at what Rzeszow have got to play for, nothing really. They can play with a little bit of freedom, because they're not going to get drawn into a relegation battle, and they're not going to get into a playoff position. So it's kind of a little bit of a nothing match for them, really, although they are professionals, so, you know, they'll want to put a performance in for the supporters that have paid their hard-earned money. Frankie James says, yeah, she was hungover. She went to a drag lunch. It was great. Not so great today, she says. Chance came in from the right-hand side there for Rzeszow. Luckily, we were switched on. Have we still switched on now? The good thing is this referee, from memory, he's a pretty good referee. You know, he won't let you get away with anything, but I don't think he's going to keep blowing his whistle every 5 minutes for nothing. Geiger doing well there now, powering down the right-hand side. Now he pulls inside, needs support. He's going on his own, tries to get the shot away. Couldn't quite do it at the end. We'll forgive him that one, though. Frankie says a good day. Not such a good day for Argyle, though, yesterday, Agiza. Just for about 10 minutes towards the end of the day's play, they were in that final playoff spot. But I think it was Stevenage, and then I can't remember who the other team was. They both got victories, which means the season is done for Argyle. Too poor early on in the season. Let Frankie down. She was just getting excited, I bet. Well, she wasn't. That would have been because the champagne was flowing, not because Argyle were in that final promotion playoff spot. She came home steaming. Ertahal, what's he going to do with his free kick? Decent enough free kick that, but Grujic couldn't guide it goalwards. He's put it wide and over. But the good thing is, at least he found that space, and the other good thing is Ertahal found him, even though he was about 2 yards offside. Now we look at the replay. I wonder why he had so much space. Just proves sometimes you don't have to be too bright to be a footballer. Ertahal. You know, I'm not sure what's going on with Ertahal, whether he's playing on the right or Duarte is playing there, because looking at that, Bozic is over on the left-hand side. Do you know the other reason I'm disappointed that in theory the setup is Bozic over on the right hand side? He's got a good understanding with Lelyeveld, the left back. That's a nice ball over the top there. Looking for Duda. Can't get control of it though. Yeah, Jonathan Jr. He won't. He shouldn't cause us any problems as long as we stay switched on. Nice ball down the channel there. Looking for Jordi Sanchez. Keeps it in. Back to Bozic, who is over on that left-hand side. I hope he stays there. Lelyeveld overlapping. Can't find Sanchez though. Rzeszow trying to play it out from the back, and they've done well. They've got some space in midfield now to move forward. Duarte comes across and does well. Needs support now. It's no good running away from him. He needs support. Ertehal is in the middle there, shouting for that ball. And there's 3 Rzeszow players in between him and the ball. How's Duarte? 1, how's he going to see you? And 2, how's he going to get the ball to you? You're running away from him. You need to be going towards him to give him some support for a start off. Maybe take some players away from Jordi Sanchez, who was in the middle. Feeling confident we're going to get some goals tonight, though. I need to get my party poppers ready. I've only got 1 there. It's a bad omen. How many do you think we'll need today? Should we go with 3, 4? These only go off when Wisła score, you know. Oh dear, Rzeszow. Edge of the box, chance to put a shot in. Shot comes in, not a good one. Blocked by Kutwa. And then Kucharski puts it in the side netting. Here we go. We're ready. Duarte inside to Sanchez. Bit of space on that left for Lelyeveld. Bozic, what can he do? Gets into the penalty area. Playing with 2 left wingers at the minute. Igbekim. Kutwa. Yeah, I'm not sure why Kaziemka's not on the starting bench. I know he's only a youngster and he's played a lot of football, but his form has dipped as well coming into the tail end of the season. So whether he's just feeling a little bit of fatigue, I'm not too sure. But before he tailed off a little bit, he was playing really well for Wisła, creating goals, scoring goals, and goals are what we've been short of. And not just because Redado's out injured. The drought started before Redado got his injury. Chance for Wisła now, looking for that early pass to Sanchez. Thought he was going to take it on the volley then. He got betwixt and between. He's won it back well, and now the referee's given the free kick against him. That's where he does give us that option of a different option of having the height and the... What's the referee going to do here? He's put the ball back where it should be taken, but now the referee's not going to give me a yellow card for that. Because that would be a poor yellow card to get so early on. Agiza says everyone's form seems to have dipped. Well, I can tell you whose form hasn't dipped. Wisła Krakow's hasn't. And Stal Rzeszow seem to be coming into form. Every time I say that name now, I just want to spit. More about them at half time. The saga continues. In fact, the saga with Stal Rzeszow is getting bigger. Igbekim Space on the left there for Grujic. Nice ball to Bozic. What's he going to do? He's got the option to go to the byline and do that. Or he's also got the option to cut inside and put a shot in. Chance for the Rzeszow, intercepted well again there by Raul Geiger. Duarte. That'll be a free kick. Yeah, it does look like Duarte is going to be playing over on this right hand side. Bozic will stay over on the left. So the way they've got the team lineup set up on Flashscore is not right. I take that one back, Mario Shop. Although I do not understand why Kaziemka's not started. Like I said, unless he has got a bit of a knock or something. Cutwer. Nice ball to her to Harlot. Igbekim. Lelyveld likes getting forward, our left back as well. He was the furthest forward there. We've even seen him in the right wing position. So that's a good thing that with our defence, it's been pretty solid, and it does give Lelyveld that option to raid forward. Also with Raul Geiger down the right hand side. Yeah, we'll have a quick look at the table as well at half time. My pick for getting a playoff spot, Legnica. I'm still convinced he'll do it. Pass into the middle there, looking for Sanchez. Couldn't get it under control, but Duarte can. That shot's blocked. It's crazy, isn't it? We've got the height of Jordi Sanchez and the bulk, and we play a beautiful pass into his feet. If Radada would have been playing, we'd have chipped one into him for him to compete for in the air. That's a loose pass from Bozic. Luckily though, Geiger will pick it up. Go on, hit it. He does hit it. That's a deflection corner over on that left-hand side for Wisła. He's having a good start, the right back. Came as a new signing to Kraków this season. And he's certainly made that right back position his own, that is for sure. When you think last season we had Mikulek, nothing wrong with Mikulek, but he was injured, so he's been out most of the season. But we had Jaroch at right back, Mikulek at left back. Jaroch is hit and miss, shall we say. He's out with a long-term injury as well. But try something different there from the corner. Not quite come off, but it's good to see us not just lumping it in the middle. Well, Yvel getting getting pushed to the floor there, a bit theatrically. He was just bigger than you, mate. That's all there was to it. Difficult to tell from here, but the pitch looks in decent condition, saying it's the end of the season. They pretty much all do know though now, don't they? It's not just grass, the kind of synthetic mixes that they use. And back in the 70s and 80s, come the end of the season, there was hardly a blade of grass on a pitch. It was mostly sand. Sand and mud. Duda doing well there. Igbekim needs some support. Don't lose it. Does well, Igbekim, gets a free kick. I'm just glad he didn't lose it though. Would have been a little bit of a dangerous spot. Something wrong with the ball there. I think it's Geiger saying it's popped. No drama. Back underway. Cutwood to Geiger. Unlucky there, Duarte. See, with Duarte, you can never tell whether he's actually been injured and fouled or not, because he does like to try and draw a foul. Maybe he got a bit of a shoulder to his bugle there, but like I say, he's like the boy who cried wolf. Bozic, what can he do? Inside to Lelyveld. No rush at this stage for Wisła. We've not been under, apart from a couple of shots, we've not really been under any pressure. We've had a couple of chances out of Rzeszow, but they've not been putting us under pressure. It looks like the Geiger pulls that back. Looks like the tempo of the night has been set. You know, they're going to sit in Rzeszow and Wisła will try and break them down. They'll try and hit Wisła on the break. It's not unusual for teams to play like that against us. But the good thing is that now we've got some height in the middle. We've got the option. There's the Wisła fans. Nice to see them being allowed in. Yeah, now we've got the option of Jordi Sanchez in the middle. We can go down the flanks and put them high balls in, you know, the crosses in. Here's where we've got, I mean, look at the gap in the middle now and look where Duda is. He's not even in that picture. Chance for Rzeszow. All right, we put it behind for a corner there, did Lakiewicz. So I won't be getting too giddy over that save just yet. Frankie James says, come on, Wisła. He's got some poppers that need using up. I certainly have, Frankie. There's the first one. Hopefully it's the first of many. Yeah, in that build-up there, he got caught high up the field there, Duda, which is his natural game. Leaves a big hole in midfield, and it's a lot of ground to cover for Igbekim. Right, Wisła switched off a little bit. Bozic has gone out to try and put some pressure on this short corner. Somebody clear it! Does nobody want to put the foot behind that? Doesn't inspire you with confidence, does it? It's almost like, no, you clear it. No, you clear it after you. No, after you. Instead of somebody just putting the foot through it and have a little bit of a debate afterwards about it. Well done, Igbekim. Made that easy. He was second favourite to that ball. He just wanted it more. Duarte puts a lovely cross in there. Oh, and Ertahala missed it. Is that a good chance for Ertahala? I think it is, you know. Oh, it is. He didn't even get anywhere near it. Should have done. Didn't. Closer to being an own goal. Yeah, that'll be a free kick. Geiger eager to get possession there. Just get up, son. Yeah, no, yeah, he's saying, no, we don't need the trainer on. We know that. Your mum will be watching this, son. Get up. Oh. Where's the injury? Oh, I wonder if rugby players watch this. How long they can watch it before they've got to throw something at the TV. You've got the free kick. You don't need to make a meal out of it. He's not going to get a booking, so just get up. 20.5 minutes gone. Still 0-0. We just need victory tonight. 3 points will guarantee us promotion into the Ekstraklasa. Whether we go up as champions or runners-up, I don't care. At the minute, I just want to guarantee going up. It doesn't quite guarantee because Wisła Kraków, there's a goal difference of about 14. Obviously, if we get 3 points tonight, that would be at least 15 then. And with three games to play, they're not going to turn that around. So I just want the 3 points tonight. It's not quite a champagne evening because mathematically it's not done, although realistically in the real world it is. Then it becomes a battle of do we go up as champions or runners up to the shithouses that are Stal Rzeszow. Somebody hates it when I call Stal Rzeszow shithouses because they keep giving me a thumbs down. Bosic at the back post. That ball just skidded. It was always going to skid at the wrong height. We're just starting to, it's took what, 21.5 minutes. Probably the last 10 minutes we've started creating some half-decent chances. Well done. This is what I mean with the referee. Told the player to get up. Go on, Yordi. Hit it. That'll be a corner to Wisła, will it? No, because it's not even going to go out. Thought he was going to put his foot through that then, but that space he needed just got closed down. Good from the referee though, not falling for the dive and allowing play to go on there. Created that chance ultimately. The referee we had last time we played, blimey, he would have probably had his yellow card out there. Yeah, not a bad turnout that for Stal Rzeszow, saying there's nothing to play for them really. Ertahala, what can he do down this right hand side? Almost gives the ball away, gets away with it thanks to Cutworth. Nice play there from Lelieveld, our right back, into the penalty area. Bit of a misunderstanding. That's what I mean though. He's our left back and he's playing. Could almost say centre forward there. Jonathan Jr. is going to keep that in. Cutworth comes across. Don't let him get the shot away. Right, Lukiewicz. I mean, that's meat and drink to the keeper, isn't it? But after what he did last week, it makes me nervous whenever the ball's near him. This time last season, so earlier this year, coming into these final few games, he had an absolute shitter. His nerves were shot to the point where he got took out of the team. And it wasn't his keeping that was the problem. It was him playing the ball on the floor and making stupid decisions. Let's hope he's a year older and a year wiser. Not seen much of it though, to be honest. Right, Bosic, what can he do? Back to Igbekim. Ertahala's got space over on this right hand side. Goes with Lelieveld. Back to Grujic. Grujic's got a good pass on him as well. Duda. Bosic. Nice ball there, but I think he was offside, Sanchez. He was indeed. All the time he stood offside there, you're just out of the game. You may as well not even be on the pitch. I mean, that's not even close, is it? It's a good yard and a half offside. What is the point in that? You basically become another defender. I hope we're not going to have one of them frustrating days. Like I said, as long as we get 3 points, I don't care. Well, that's a nice pass there, though. Danger, danger, danger. Danger! We give a goal almost identical to that away last time out. Straight through the middle of our defence. Can't blame the keeper for that. Cannot blame the keeper at all. It's just shit defending. It's just shit defending. And when you look at this back again, look at Cutworth. He's not exactly sprinting to close that down, is he? He should have been sprinting across there, put the slide in and block the shot. Just ambling over. Well, are we going to do it the hard way again? Are we going to get another draw or another defeat? Because since we came back after the winter break, wins have been few and far between. Is it one? Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Oh, dear, no. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What on earth is going on? I've seen blokes come back from Vietnam on film, because I'm not old enough to have been there, before anyone says. I've seen blokes come back from Vietnam with a stir like that Lakievitz has got. Now we're playing it out from the back. Luckily we get away with it. Look at the space on this pitch. What is going on? What on earth is going on? Do we have a leader on this pitch? Is anybody actually going to get hold of this team by the scruff of the neck and tell them it's not fucking good enough, lads? It's not good enough. Sort yourselves out. I mean, ultimately, that's not even a free kick, but by the by, the referees give it, so that's what we go with. But I can't understand why Cutwa didn't hurl himself in front of that shot. He was just ambling across. You know, there's Marius Yop stood with his hands on his hips. Who's he going to get into? He needs to get into somebody. Liven him up a little bit. We're missing Biedrzycki, aren't we? We're missing Biedrzycki, that's for sure. We shouldn't be, because start of the season, Cutwa, he wasn't only just defending well, he was scoring goals as well from that centre-half position. Grudgic's done all right. And that's a foul throw. See if we can get level before half-time at least. Just that one ball over the top, straight through the middle, split our defence wide open, same as that goal last time out. That straight ball through the middle. It's one of the easiest passes to defend. Not for Wisła, it's not. Right, Duda over on this right hand side. Duarte. Igbekeem. Grudgic. Puts a shot in from distance. Keeper palms it over. He does that. He does have that in his arsenal, the central defender for Wisła. He can shoot. He can pass a ball 50, 60 yards and put it on a dime. He has been one of our marquee signings for this season, that is for sure. Right, Erthaler. He makes a sign. What we're going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Bozic there. Got a decent connection on that as well. Just hit the defender. Shot comes in from Igbekeem earlier on in the season. That would have been on target. Thing is, even if it's on target, when you hit it like that without pace, it's no problem, is it, for the keeper from that distance? Well done, Lakievitz. Erthaler couldn't go for that because he stood offside, so ultimately out of the game. Nice lead there from Duda. Bozic. Bozic can shoot as well, as we know, but he's got Lelyveld over on that left-hand side. Needs some support. Gets it back from Bozic. Bozic from Lelyveld. Lelyveld goes down. Nothing nefarious there. I don't think it was a swinging arm with intent or anything like that. Right, what can we do? We've not looked too bad from corners and free kicks tonight. Just need to find that delivery. Get it onto Jordi Sanchez's head. At least in an area where he can compete for it. And although he doesn't have the height, Duarte can also put one in with his head. Just don't get caught offside. That's, yeah, kind of alright, but too easy for the keeper. Rzeszow trying to break on us down this left-hand side. Duda needs to get back and does well. That's a nice cross into the middle though. Erthaler does well there. Bozic dispossessed. Rzeszow, they've got players forward still. Poor shot comes in and then a swing and a miss from Joseph. Corner, got a deflection. You know, when you look at games like this, you look at Stal Rzeszow. I've seen him a couple of times this season. Where's these performances been? That's why they're mid-table. They're not going to get relegated. They're not going to make the promotion play, you know, the playoff places. The fans must be wondering, where's the performances been like this all season? It's like Wisła Kraków come to town and everybody gives an extra 10%. In-swinger. Lukiewicz didn't look overly convincing there, did he? Luckily, Zach Grujic got his head to it. Igbekim switched on there. That's takes all the pressure off. Coach's worst nightmare, innit, when they do things like that, but we'll take that. We're playing it out from the back again. Plenty of space this time though, so we'll let you have that one. Sanchez is offside again. Will you just have a look across the line? It's all right playing on the shoulder of the last defender. You've got to keep looking across the line though. It's an easy call. Aguiza says, we also wonder where performances have gone. Mate, look at this. It's just an easy ball. That's like a training move, innit? In fairness, it's a hell of a good first touch, this. But what was... Look at... I know when you look at it back and you look at it in slow motion, it always looks worse. But why is Cutwer not hurling himself across? Trying to block that shot. If the defender sells you a dummy and goes around you, all right. But it's another act in the act of scoring where there's a chance it can go wrong, you know, a heavy touch or something. Looks like Kadziolka, the goal scorer, it looks like he's going off. Has he done his hamstring? If he is going off with his hamstring and that'll be his season done, what a way to sign off, giving your team a 1-0 lead against top of the league. I'd like to say the mighty Wisła Kraków. However, the way we're playing and the way we have been playing, and tonight is a slightly improved performance, if I'm being honest. "10 minutes till half time. Perhaps a couple of minutes have added on time, but that's about it. Hollywood passed there when it's not needed, looking for Duarte. Duda. Under pressure. Doing well there, Wisła. Trying to put a bit of a press on there as Rzeszow. There should be some space further forward now. Trying to bend his run there, Sanchez, which I think he would have just been onside, but it's going to get frustrating if he keeps giving the assistant's arm something to do. He's going to keep getting caught offside, and it's frustrating. Duda, what can he do? Puts a low cross in. A low cross in looking for Ertahala when we've got Jordi Sanchez in the middle. When we have Redado in the middle, we were putting crosses in. If you don't know who Redado is, he's a great striker, but he's not the tallest. Hang on, there's another Stal Rzeszow player gone down. I think he's got something wrong with his headband. Frankie, a geezer. Anybody who's watching, Jaden, if you're watching this on at a later date, Adrian, over in Poland, it's going to be a frustrating evening, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like that young man might be good to go. Just slow that game down. Maybe not. Maybe it's more serious than it first looked. I think it was from that earlier challenge he went into with... yeah, he's coming off. Finished that well, didn't he? Damage is done. Butters! I can hear my Jack Russell outside. We're trying to escape. Butters! What is going on here? The geezer says, I expect the frustration now. Yeah. Delay the game. As we said last week, it's like a scene from Saving Private Ryan. Frankie's got the dog. While we've got a minute, anybody want to know what a geezer looks like? A geezer's in live chat. You handsome devil, you. Right, we're back underway. We're back underway. Frankie James is in live chat. What's Frankie looking like? Hey, there she is. She assures me it's nothing to do with the waff of that cap. And Jaden, of course. Can't let him get away with it. Adrian, he'll be watching this now. No doubt getting frustrated. Oh. Frankie says, boys, what are you doing? Hey, you two look familiar. Like, right. Frankie says, you are a git. Like, right, said, come on, referee. Kukuka there. That's, I mean, it's a yellow card, but it's cynical, isn't it? That's cynical. A geezer says, I can now claim international fame. You can, mate. You can. If you get a geezer, if you get a modelling contract or anything like that, or Hollywood coming knocking, do I get a finder's fee for introducing you? You can, a geezer, so can I, apparently, says Frankie. Blimey. It's a football channel. It's not a talent agency. At the back post, corner to Wisła. Jordi Sanchez. He was always second best to that, but making himself a nuisance, at least we get a corner. Geezer says you get either that or the blame. How nice would it be to bang one in before half-time here? That's decent on... What was the keeper doing there? It's going to be another corner. Yeah, keeper was flapping. Thought he was catching a beach ball then, the keeper. Did he get a touch on it? Well, it's hard to tell from that. You don't normally get it given for you, do you? If they're unsure, they always give it to the defending team. There'll be ructions if we score from here now. We're not gonna score from a ball that goes straight at a play from a corner from her to Haller, are we? Wisła Kraków, sometimes we feel like a club. We feel like a club that if we fell into a barrel of tits, we'd come out sucking our own thumb. We had such a big lead in this league. What was it? 13 points, 15 points. Now we're down to 2. Hopefully it's not going to get worse before half time. Yeah, he's not scoring from there. Got a little bit giddy there, did Jonathan Jr. Frankie says, bang one in before half time. Frankie says, my mind's in the gutter, making my own entertainment. Funny you say that, mine's just gone into that gutter with you. Geezer says, I was thinking Jimmy might prefer a goal this one time. Yeah. I'd like to just get back on level terms before half time, that's for sure. Got numbers in the box there now. Haller, what can he do? Does well, the diminutive number 7. Lelyvel pulls it back. Can't find Sanchez though. Sanchez goes down. Is he injured? He's a big fella, but I think he's made of glass sometimes. He's like Duarte. You can never actually tell whether it is a foul or whether they're just trying to con the referee. Frankie says, we need a goal. Certainly do. There's got to be at least 2 minutes of added on time, the end of this first half, maybe 3. Duarte hurls himself to the floor looking for a free kick. You're not going to get it off this referee. If I know that, because I've seen him that many times, you're not going to get it. The players should know that. Unless it's just such a habit that as soon as they feel contact, they just go down and hit the floor. Right, just get it clear. Three minutes, fair enough. Right, Sanchez, at least he's onside this time. What's he going to do? Cut back inside. Lays it back to Bozic. Surrounded. Sanchez, shots blocked. Back to Igbekim. Puts the shot in. Deflection. Corner to Wisła. I've got a moan at half-time as well. And it's a valid one. And ultimately, it's a shame on... It brings shame on the Polish football, on the Polish FA. Haller puts one deep. There's bodies all over the place. Omaha Beach. Of course he does. Referee blows his whistle. Wondering if he got a call there from his assistant on this near side. Where are you taking that from? That's going to be a free kick. Yeah, go on. Jog on, Varcek. It's all right. He's off the pitch. Let him roll around, Frankie James says. Skittles. That's what it looked like. Just get... It's amazing how when they're off the pitch, they can get up pretty quickly. So at the end of this first half, it looks like the home team are going to be looking to increase their lead. Well, Jonathan Jr. there doing some defending for us. Gets the block in. Thing is, like I said before kick-off, they've nothing to play for. They can play with some freedom. That's it. End of the first half. Stal Rzeszow 1, Wisła Kraków 0. Agiza says, let Butters out to bite some Wisła backsides. Somebody needs to. It's not good enough. Frankie James says, I went to make a hot chocolate and someone has put the empty jar back. That was disappointing. Now, well, don't be looking at me, Frankie James. It wasn't me. Was it? I mean, in fairness, that straight ball there, and there, why on earth Cutler didn't hurl himself? It doesn't get any better the more you watch it, does it? Right, what do we want to talk about? First of all, if Wisła, if we don't win tonight, despite, as it shows there, we've had 64% possession. If we don't win tonight, the lead at the top of the table gets cut down to 2 points to Śląsk Wrocław. Why is it important? Well, there's going to be... It's a shame on Polish football, but what Śląsk Wrocław did earlier this season, in my opinion, it was downright dirty. Not just controversial, it's not misunderstood. It's just plain old calculated. And what's worse, the Polish football, they're letting them get away with it. It looks like. Now, the other thing, there's a real chance, the way the league's standing at the minute, that Wisła Kraków, they're also going to pay the price, even though in theory they did nothing wrong and they weren't involved. And we need to stop hiding behind the legal language that's being brought out about this issue, and just talk, in fan language. If you don't know what really happened, well, on the 7th of March of this season, listen up. Wisła Kraków were meant to play away against Śląsk Wrocław. Now, instead of focusing on the football, Śląsk announced we are not letting Wisła Kraków fans in. Not some fans, not individual fans. All organised supporters. If you want to go to an away match, you kind of vetted before you get your ticket. If I go over to Wisła and I want to go and watch them, before I go in, I've got to give them my passport details. You've got to give them everything. So you can't just really rock up. It's all well organised, But Śląsk Wrocław said, organised supporters, whatever, you're not coming in. And I was asking myself, at first, it must be for something really, serious. Maybe there was security about a certain people or a person or whatever. But it wasn't, the police themselves, they said, we didn't ask for this. They said, the police said they could make the match secure. So we can call it exactly what it is. It was Slask's. It was Stal Rzeszow's. It was their choice. You know, a conscious one, a convenient one for them. They chose the path, ultimately, of least resistance. So let's not pretend it was anything to do with safety. If this was really about safety, there would have been an order from the police, you know, a formal ban, an emergency ruling. Well, there was none. And instead, Schlongs, they hid behind, they put out vague statements, and they hoped ultimately that nobody was going to push back. I don't think they expected Wisła to say, and ultimately Jarosław Królewski, you know, no, this isn't right, but ultimately that's what he did. And Wisła repeatedly asked for proper justification, but they never got it. So ultimately, through Jarosław Królewski, the owner, Wisła, we refused to play the game. You know, where the rules, they were already being bent. But suddenly in Polish football, Wisła, they became the problem club, and that's just insane. You know, Wisła did what most clubs are too afraid to do, because if we're honest, most clubs would have just they just probably swallowed it and turned up. We were threatening to do this last season. And eventually this season, we have done it. You know, last season we moaned, but we turned up, kept quiet, and complained a little bit later. I can remember Alan Uriger, the club captain, complaining about it and putting official letters out saying it's not right, but nothing changed. Well, this year, Wisła said if rules don't mean anything, then we're not going to play along with it. And in fairness, that took guts, because everyone, we knew what was coming. We knew we were going to get punished. So what did the Football Association in Poland, what did they do? As what's in the rules, a walkover. If you don't turn up, it's a walkover. You know, and Wisła lose by 3-0. So Slonks, who broke the rules, confirmed, you know, proven, official. What punishment did they get? A fine, a big one, yeah, but ultimately just a fine. And it's just, they just got money taken off them. So when you look at it, I think, right, let's get this straight. Schlongs break the rules and they keep the points. Wisła, we defend the rules, but we lose points. Where's the football justice in that? I don't see any football justice in that. Schlongs didn't win these 3 points. They accepted them, you know, knowing how they were gained, knowing the rules were broken by them, knowing that others would suffer. And all they had to do was pay a fine. That doesn't morally clean it up, does it? If you break into my house but later pay a penalty, you still broke in. It makes no sense. It doesn't clean it up. And now we've got Wisła Kraków getting dragged into it, and this is where it stops just being a Wisła Kraków issue. Wisła Kraków now are 4 points behind Śląsk Wrocław. Śląsk have 3 points they didn't earn on the pitch. If promotion comes down to 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points, then Wisła lose not because they weren't good enough, but because someone else, they were rewarded for bending the rules, breaking the rules. That's how leagues, that's how they kind of lose credibility. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand that it's not right. It's just common sense. If someone cheats and you lose something because of it, you have the right to be angry. And you have the right to act. That's all that sporting interest means. Wiechta's argument, it would be simple. Śląsk Wrocław broke the rules. It was confirmed. They got fined for it. You know, those points hurt us, Wisła Kraków. No, it's not drama. It's not conspiracy. It's just cause and effect. But here's the sad part. When I looked into this, do you know what happens in most of the cases like this? Absolutely nothing. You know, the authorities will look into it and they'll say, yeah, mistakes were made. They might fine someone. They clarify regulations and they move on. But the table stays exactly the same. So ultimately, the damage, it stays exactly the same. And us as fans, we're kind of told to shut up and accept it. And that's why these stories, they'll just keep happening. Because nobody ever really pays the price. It's disgusting. But because Wisła Kraków stood up, you know, for the rules and were punished, because Śląsk ignored the rules and walked away with the points, what's to stop other teams doing it? Nothing. If you can get promotion, what if a team did it in the English Championship and got promoted into the Premier League? They used to call that final playoff game the £1 million game. Well, I can tell you now, it's a lot more than £1 million game. Once football chooses kind of convenience over fairness, the game is done. And because now another club might suffer, Wisła Kraków, because of something they weren't even part of originally. It's not a rivalry. That is rot that's in the game. And I've seen people say online, well, everyone would do it. Well, no, not everyone would do it. Everyone doesn't have to. That kind of thinking is why standards drop. You know, football depends on trust. And once that's gone, everything, it becomes noise and lawyers. The precedent that this is setting, it's terrible. You know, here's the message that Polish football is going to send out. If you protest something and you're right, you lose. If you do something wrong, but you pay money and move on. You know, you can pay the money and move on. Why would any club ever fight for principles and what's right ever again? Why not just do what's the easiest? You know, it's a dangerous road that they're going to go down. Right now, the points stand, the fine stands, but the appeals are still open. You know, if promotion is tight, this is not going to end the silence. It ends in the courtrooms. And ultimately, for Polish football, headlines that I don't think anybody wants. And it was avoidable. It is avoidable, or it was avoidable. I mean, it's not now. If football stops meaning anything, if it just stops meaning there's no integrity, don't be surprised if the fans stop believing, because it's going to become like the wrestling where we know it's rigged. Because what happened here with Śląsk and Wisła, and now ultimately Wisła Kraków, this can't be normalised. You're going to get other teams doing it, I'm pretty sure, and they will take the fine. And eventually, if enough teams do it, they may change the decisions then and stop it somehow. But they've ultimately said Śląsk Wrocław were wrong. They've fined them for it. But yet they still get the 3 points and the 3-0 victory. With what's coming financially, I'm talking about with fans, with people who watch it on TV, we're going to be coming into a recession, nailed on. If it goes into a depression, which it probably will, a global depression, these clubs had better watch out, because there will be no money coming in from fans. One, because people won't be able to afford to go. Things like this will if people have a choice and they look, they'll probably think, actually, is it really worth my time? Yeah. Is it really worth my money when money becomes tight? No. So these clubs and these football associations, they better start looking at what they're going to do in the future, and not the distant future. You know, if we hit recession, depression later this year, early part of next year, what are these clubs going to do? We saw how many of them struggled through COVID when the fans weren't allowed in. So it's going to be messy for Polish football, and it doesn't show it in a good light. I don't know what you guys think of it, but for me, this is an absolute shambles, and I'm glad Jarosław Królewski has done what he's done. But you can bet the Polish FA now, they'll be shitting themselves hoping that Wisła win the league by more than 3 points, and that Śląsk Wrocław, if they're going to get promoted, they get promoted by more than 3 points. And then if they do, all this will kind of go away. If not, buckle up, because this will be lawyers making money out of it. And like I said, it just looks piss poor for Polish football. But yeah, that's my thoughts for half time anyway. And the way the league is at the moment now, 4 points is the difference between Wisła Kraków and Śląsk Wrocław. There'll be some squeaky bums at the Polish FA, that is for sure. Right, live chat. Frankie James says, bad sportsmanship. It is, ultimately. Geezer says, I would spread the word throughout the Polish social media that if a ticket purchase does not guarantee admission, why buy the tickets? This is it, mate. This is what the fans have already been saying. Frankie agrees. Geezer says, hit all the leagues with this financial question. Clearly, it is only the money they care about. That's it. That is all they care about. You can clear up the mess if you pay a fine, and you can have 3 points. And the geezer says, if you broke the rules, you should lose the points. Stuff your fine. Frankie says, what a tangled web. Yeah, I mean, €250,000, which is what Śląsk Wrocław got fined. Well, if ultimately they end up going up either as champions or runners up, they'll make more than that up in through moving up into the Polish Premier League, the Ekstraklasa. So ultimately, they've cheated and they've won. Shocking. It's shocking. And they got away with it up to now. But like I said, I looked into what happens with most of these cases and nothing. They'll have an inquiry into it, and yeah, somebody will get a slap wrist and that, but they won't change the results. Anyway, hopefully it won't come down to it for Wisła. The Extra, on the other hand, they might have something to say about this. The second half begins. Any substitutions? I've not seen any so far. Ertahala's on the pitch, as is Sanchez. Bozic is there. Duarte. Kaziemka's come on. Right, so who's gone off? Kaziemka's over on that right-hand side. So we've got Kaziemka, Bozic, trying to get Lelyveld in down the left. He is in. Back to Duarte. Duarte with the shot. He's pulled it wide of the post. Keeper was stranded there. Oh, my word. Oh, what a start that would have been. What a start that would have been. He just dragged it past the keeper's post to his left-hand side. Keeper's not saving that, is he? Agiza said, sadly, they know fans rarely follow through with threats. Yeah, I know, mate. This is it. This is it. I'm just trying to see who's gone off. I'm looking for... Where's Duda? I think Duda's departed. You see Kaziemka. What system are we playing now, Mariusz Jop? So the back four is the same. We've got Geiger right back, Kutzwer, Grujic and Lelieveld on the ball now. Bozic going down the line. Go on, skin him inside. You've got a bit of space there. Cuts inside. Gets the cross into the back post, looking for Kaziemka. Yeah, Duda has gone off. So, I don't know whether that's tactical. Probably. Now, that's what he's done. Oh, my word. He's put Duarte playing in just behind. Duarte's playing in just behind Sanchez. Kaziemka puts a shot across. Oh, Lelieveld was there in that centre-forward spot, our left-back. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Agiza says, is my last chat repeating? No, mate, looks all right. It looks all right, my end. Off the line. It's in. There we go. Right. Do you know what he's done, Mariusz Jop? He's put Ertehaler in place of Duda playing alongside Igbekim in the centre of midfield. And he's put Duarte more central playing in behind Jordi Sanchez. How has that worked out? Pretty damn well. I mean, it was Lelieveld back to Grujic. Bozic with the shot. Sanchez with the snapshot. Johnny on the spot. Duarte. Get in. Get in. Agiza's happy. Frankie James is happy. And Jimmy James is happy. I've got me party popper. And the good thing, and that Frankie says, nice. Agiza says, get in. Do you know the good thing about that is as well, there's no VAR getting involved. The Wisła fans, they've got a smile on their face again. You know the only problem we have got, when a team is winning at half-time, only 1 in 17 games statistically do they come away with no points. So we're going to have to work really hard if we're going to take all 3 points tonight. We can do this though. Let's now see. Let's see how Stal Rzeszow, how do they cope now they've been pegged back? There's a reason why they were, where they are in the table. Handball. Yeah, right. I'm a little bit concerned with Ertehaler. Playing in the centre of midfield with Igbekim. He's not the biggest in stature, is he? Duda's not the biggest in stature, but he's a little bit more stocky. But Mariusz Jop, we've just got to go with the coach. I don't understand his selection sometimes, but there we go. Kaziemka floats one in there to Duarte, just over his head. Bozic picks it up. Looks for an angle for the shot. Gets a shot away. Keeper with a save. It'll be another... Is that gone out for a corner? I think it's gone out for a corner to Wisła. This is better. This is better. Duda does like playing centrally as well. We've got Kaziemka now on from the right, down that right-hand side, so he can torture the full-back. We've got Ertehaler on corner duty again. Hopefully he can get a decent delivery in. We've not been too bad tonight. Something off the training ground. Didn't quite come off, but I don't mind. When things like that don't come off, at least it's something different. It's when they just launch that corner in, it hits the first defender and it's easily cleared. It drives me insane. That's a little bit better. Oh, well, he's off again, giving the ball away. Mind you, it's Jonathan Jr. I don't mind him. He's not going to do anything with this. Ertehaler's getting back there to win it back. Now we've got plenty of numbers back here. It's coming your way, Agiza. Shots high, wide and not very handsome. Right, we're playing it out from the back. Lukiewicz's face, he's still got that 1,000-yard stare that Vietnam vets have. Grudzik to Lelyveld. Kutwa. Kaziemka. Nice ball down that right-hand channel there, looking for Duarte. Kaziemka with the overlap. Little back heel there. That's got to be a free kick, is it, referee? Surely to goodness. No. It looked like a free kick, but referee's not having any of it. Points. It's right in front of the assistant, so surely if there was anything, he'd have given it. Yeah, he's not a bad referee at all, I've got to say. I would have liked him to have given us a free kick there, but fairness to him, he does try and not fall for the odd dive. That's where when Duarte dives so much, it goes against him. Playing a risky game out from the back, Rzeszow, but they're getting away with it. They're better at it than us, I've got to say. Once the season's over, I'm going to do a video of all the goals that Wisła have scored and the ones that we've conceded. And I'm hoping that as we do the cut from one to another, we'll see how great it was. And as the video goes on, you'll see it go down, 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 you know. Like our season, it's just tailed off. I won't say into the abyss, because we've at least been picking up draws but not getting victories, and we've been kind of lucky to get the draw as opposed to have been winning and getting pulled back, which is kind of tells you where we are. Whether it's a mental thing, whether we thought it was done, but this team, if it plays like we have done for the second, third of the season, if we play like this next season when we're in the Ekstraklasa, we will go up. We'll be getting our asses spanked most weeks if we're not careful. And the man in charge, Jarosław Królewski, has already said this is the team for the Polish Premier League, the Ekstraklasa. You know, we're not going to have a plethora of signings coming in over the summer. You better get your heart pills ready, geezer. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of them games. Kaziemka does well there. Keeps possession. Duarte appealing for handball there. Right in front of the assistant, though. If he's not going to give it, there's no way the referee's going to give that. The assistant's looking right at it. Does beg the question, why did Kaziemka not come on from the start? Bozic, what a lovely pass there to Sanchez. Just got stuck under his feet. Couldn't get the pass away to Duarte. I'm glad that Duarte did put the goal in, because he was unlucky with the shot he pulled slightly that hit the post, because the keeper was beat. Anybody watching? Live chat's open. Come on in, say hello. If you've had a wager or a parlay or a bet, whatever you want to call it, let us know what it is. Hopefully it's on Wisła Kraków. Don't be going to sleep. Be a corner to Rzeszow down that left-hand side. They've put some poor corners in, but they had a couple that were just caused us a little bit of a problem. So we just need to switch on I don't think we need to panic. As long as we switch on, they do like to take a short corner as well, which they're doing here. No, we haven't switched on. That's too much on that one. That's the third short corner they've taken tonight. You'd think we'd be thinking, I wonder if they'll try it again. There's only Igbekim who was half awake to the fact that they might not swing it into the middle. Oh, dear, dear, dear. I'm thinking how long it's going to be as well before Maria Shop takes Ertaler off and we put Omic on. Bozic, back to Ertaler. Kutwa. Geiger. Kaziemka. Nice overlap there from Geiger. Can he get a cross in? He can get a cross in. Sanchez in the middle. It was just too high for him. Defender did well. It's gone for a throw in. Yeah, I'm just wondering how long it's going to be before we see Irvin Omic come on in the middle for Ertaler, because he hasn't got as much. Excuse me. He hasn't got that physical prowess that you really need to be playing centre midfield. He gets away with it more when he's playing in just behind the striker, but as soon as he drops, kind of struggles there. Lelyeveld puts one into the middle. Kaziemka trying to get his head onto it. Picked up by Igbekim. That's too straight, too much on it. Good idea, poor execution. It's better though from Wisła. I know we've only got, 14 minutes gone of this second half. But at the minute now, if you start looking for a player, a man of the match for Wisła, there's no women playing, so we'll call it man of the match like we used to. You'd have to be looking at Bozic, who's done all right again, hasn't he? Igbekim's done all right in the centre of midfield. Duarte, on the score sheet again. So there's a few contenders. And this young man's made a change since he come on. Kaziemka. Lelyeveld lays it back to Igbekim. Igbekim, do you know why did Lelyeveld not take the shot there himself? He had the space, he's got the ability. Nicely done at the back by Kutwa. Yeah, but I thought Lelyeveld might have taken that shot on himself. Nice through ball there to Bozic, just a little bit straight again. It's been a ploy of Wisła's tonight though since we kicked off. Rather than trying to play through Rzeszow, we've tried playing that ball in behind, and it's paid off on a couple of occasions. If we can get Bozic down this left hand side, he's got the pace. Definitely now Kaziemka's on the right hand side, he's definitely got the pace. So it is a ploy that could pay dividends. Do you know the other thing I meant to mention as well at half-time? With the Polish League, goal difference, in theory, doesn't count because it goes on head-to-head. So if you finish level on points with a team, if, say, Stal Rzeszow and Wisła, we finish level on points at the end of the season, it goes off who's got the better head-to-head over that season. But this is where goal difference does come into it still, because if the two games have been drawn, which I'm thinking of Stal Rzeszow, both games were drawn 1-1. So it would come down to goal difference, and we've got a better goal difference. Did the hard work there and just got away with that pass to Igbekim. Ertaler. Bozic has got space on the left-hand side. Finds him with a nice pass. He's got support there from Duarte. Gets a deep crossing, but that's gone out too deep. Decent enough build-up, though, that from Wisła. Agiza says, Jimmy James for man of the match for not destroying his shed. I mean, high-tech studio. Thank you very much for that one, mate. No, do you know, when they do stupid things, if somebody scores a good goal against us, sometimes you've just got to say, that's a good goal, you suck it up and you go again. But when we do stupid things and we give goals away, I just get that internal rage. That's the only way. That's the only way I can describe it. It just like comes from the bottom of my boots and out of my mouth. And next season I'm going to have to stop doing it, because I've got a feeling we're going to have quite a few goals going in against us. If we keep playing like this, for sure we will. I'll be giving myself a Connery. Playing some decent football, Rzeszow. That'll be a free kick, will it? Yeah. Decent that, though, from the home side. Like I said, the way they played tonight, you look at the table and you think, why are you in 12th place or wherever they are? Here we go. Right, so I understand that one. Liljeveld's coming off. Krzyzanowski comes on, for that's a like-for-like swap. Left back for left back. And we're taking off Marko Bozic and we're putting Mikulek down this left-hand side, who's a left back, coming back from injury. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a massive Mikulek fan. I've seen him live, you know, when I've been watching him, when I've watched in Poland. And last season, he was a baller. Arguably one of Wisła's better players last season. And, yeah, he got that awful injury against Legnica in the final playoff game for us, where he snapped his leg. So it's good to see. It's good to see that he's coming back with his go faster haircut as well. But you know, he doesn't look quite as fit as he was. He's not going to do, is he? Because he's not been playing regularly. He looks a bit more bulky than normal. But I'm not sure at this stage of proceedings I would have been taking Marko Bozic off and putting Mikulek on the, you know, in the left wing position when he's a fullback. It's funny because when I watched Wisła and Legnica when last season when we played Legnica at home, and Mikulek scored, and where I was sat as he shot, you could just see as soon as it left his foot going right in that top corner, no chance for the keeper. Cracking goal. But this is where I have doubts over Mariusz Jok, because the other week he brought him on as a sub for his return and he played him on the right wing. Work that one out, if you will. And it's not like we were winning 4-0 and it's like, oh, let's give him a run out, and not the case at all. Kaziemka. Duarte. Bertahal. There's space for Krzyzanowski if he can find him. He can find him. Lovely ball there to trying to get Mikulek in. That would have been a good substitution from Mariusz Jok, wouldn't it? That'd have been a corker. Krzyzanowski to Mikulek, 2-1. He'd have shut me up. Long throw comes in. Can we get it flicked on? Not quite. Agiza says, to be fair, this Wisła is the Wisła we expected to start. Not the meat grinder. Expected at the start, not the meat grinder, yeah. I just want to get the 3 points tonight. Get the 3 points tonight, and unless Wisła go on a goal scoring spree, it guarantees us promotion. It also helps us go up as champions, but points wise, because we played Wisła Kraków twice and we drew 1-1 on both occasions, we've got something like a 14 point, so it would be at least 15 points better goal difference. So it it kind of guarantees your promotion then, which is mainly what we want. Then we want to go up as champions and kind of hope that Wisła Kraków can dick Śląsk Wrocław. I'd love to see Śląsk Wrocław have to go through the playoffs. And then Legnica, if they can get into the playoffs, that'd be a good final. Don't particularly like either of those teams, but I'd definitely be having my Legnica head on that occasion. After Śląsk Wrocław, the shithouses did what they did to us earlier this season. Spoke about that at half time. We'll let it go now. Let it go, Jimmy. Let it go. Those cheating bastards. Right, Kutwa, Igbekin. Plenty of time for a second goal for us here. Giving it away though like that, we're going to be giving up a second goal. Being careful. Geiger gets back, does well. Drugic to Krzyżanowski. Was he offside there, Sanchez? Assistant on the far side, he's kept his flag down, so no. He does like playing on the shoulder of that last defender. Kaziemka into the box, puts a shot in. Don't mind him doing that. He's got that in his armoury. When he cuts in, he can put it in a postage stamp so the keeper's got no chance, or he can put the low one in as well. Rzeszow bringing it out from the back. Lots of gaps, lots of space on this field now, isn't there? It's that time of the match where space starts appearing. Hopefully we can capitalise on it. Mikulek, decent first touch. Krzyżanowski, Igbekin, Ertahala. Got there eventually. Geiger. Kaziemka. Go on, run him. Run him. Go on, use your pace. Ertahala. Got numbers in the middle there. It's 4-on-4 in the middle. Agiza says, the football gods have not made the final decree. There could be two teams from Kraków making promotion. Could be, mate. There could be. You know, the disappointing thing is, Agiza, that there's no match between Chancia for Jordi Sanchez, Duarte. There we go. There we go. Oh, Jordi Sanchez using his physique there. What a finish from Duarte as well. Do you remember earlier in the season when he had a couple that he fluffed and it hit the post and he lost his confidence, didn't he? Not on this occasion. Not tonight. Well, I think it's going to make that man of the match decision a little bit easier. Well done, Sanchez. Left-footed as well from Duarte. Didn't panic, did he? That's poor from Rzeszow. They'll be disappointed with not gifting us a goal, but they'd be thinking they could have avoided that. Nothing the keeper could do. Oh, what a smell that is. If we keep the score like this now, I don't care if we've got to park the bus. I don't care if we've got to have the woodwork come to our favour. I don't care. Because ultimately, this puts us into the extra class next season. It puts us 5 points ahead of Śląsk Wrocław. And unless the Wisła Kraków, like I say, unless they can turn around now, it'd be a 15 goal difference, then we are promoted. I think we're going to have to start doing these streams if I can fit them in for Wisła Krakow's games Nothing against Wisła Kraków either. I know their owner's a little bit nuts. But they've got our ex-coach there now, Moskal. How he's going to put up with the owner, I don't know. Because the owner wants to pick the team. I'm surprised he's not played himself as centre-forward. But, yeah, I'd like to see Wisła Kraków getting promoted. It's like, it'd be ironic, wouldn't it, that at the moment, Wisła Kraków, they don't have their own stadium because it's not up to standard for the Betclic 1 Liga. So they're potentially getting promoted. They may still get promoted through the playoffs as well, remember. You know, they're definitely in the playoffs. So even if Stal Rzeszow do go up, Wisła will still be in the playoffs. And they are one of the teams coming into the end of the season that are in really good form. I think they've won something like the last 3 matches. So there's a chance that they still go up that route anyway. But yeah, they still wouldn't have their own stadium. "17 minutes to go, plus added on time." I'd like to get another goal now. I'd like to get another goal. Then we can just relax a little bit. This is Wisła Kraków, though. You can never relax fully. We can grab defeat from the jaws of victory better than anybody. But I get a feeling if we get another one, Stal Rzeszow, like I said, they've not got anything to play for tonight, really. They're not getting into the playoffs and they're not going to get dragged into a relegation battle. So maybe the fact that we know what this game means, we could have just that little bit more intensity as well. The only thing that concerns me is that 1 in 17 games. Stal Rzeszow winning at half-time. Only 1 out of 17 games normally do the team winning at half-time come away defeated. They might draw or win. But, so you know what I'm saying, Wisła would need... the odds would be 17-1. But as things stand, we're taking that bet on. Cut with a... Nothing wrong with that from Grudgic. A geezer says, spoken like a United fan. Yeah. Touche, old boy, touche. Right. Maria Shop there. What's his face telling us? Not a lot. He is Polish though, so they don't often give much away, do they? Jordi Sanchez having a bit of a tussle. Referee's got his eye on that as well. Duarte. It's all right. We keep in possession. We give away the territory, but we've got the ball. Look at the space on that pitch now. Surely we can do something. Kaziemka on the far side. He's got room to run into. He's trying to sneak in at the back. If you look at the top of the screen, that's awful from Duarte. 2 goals though so far. We'll let him off. I think he's definitely taking the lead in the man of the match stakes. Well done there from Mikulek. Now it's with Ertala. Krizanovski, Ertala. Oh, away we go. Don't start doing anything stupid. I'm going to have to read that. When a geezer says, when did they pick up Inscrutabulski? You're sat on your back deck, aren't you, again, having some beers? What time is it in Connecticut now? 3 o'clock, is it? Nearly 4 o'clock. Duarte. Kaziemka. It's just not going to get there. Decent idea from the right-sided midfielder. for Wisła, the youngster. You know, when you look at this team that Wisła's got, we've got quite a few internationals in it. We've got Koziemka, Kutwa, Duda, Krzyżanowski. I think they're the under-21s, but it's a youngish team. We've got a good mixture. Giza says, it's 4 p.m. in Connecticut. Jablonski's off, Volski's on. Just over 12 minutes to go. Wisła fans in the background there, doing their best to get their team over the line. Bit of vocal support. Right with Lakiewicz, right, don't do anything silly. Don't do anything silly. Nothing wrong with that, looking for Mikulek. That's going to be a free kick. Our left back, Krzyżanowski. Product of the club, wants to stay at the club, real bright future. And in our wisdom, we accepted an offer for him in the summer. Luckily for us, he turned it down. It's not even like it was a big offer. Nice ball down that channel there, looking for Sanchez. Mikulek doing well. Definitely lost I'd say he's lost a couple of yards of pace as Mikulek on the ball there. But that's close to being offside. Sanchez puts the shot in. Oh, just past the keeper's left-hand post. Close to being offside again. If that had gone in, I think VAR might have been having a look at that. Yeah, he's offside, isn't he? The assistants let him get away with one there. Came to naught, so I don't think it matters, but definitely offside when that ball was played through to him. Igbekim. Krzyżanowski. He's got Duarte in the middle. Here's Duarte. He's on a brace for tonight. Does he put the shot in? No, he puts one to the back post looking for Koziemka. Be nice if Duarte could get his hat-trick tonight. That'd be a goal kick. Unlucky for Koziemka. It's giving the fullback a torrid time though on that left-hand side for Rzeszow. Yeah, shoring things up. That'll be for Igbekim. He's put in a good shift. He's done a lot of work tonight because he did the first half with Duda, not the biggest. In the second half, he's had to do it with Ertahala, even smaller than Duda. So, yeah, you've earned a bit of a rest now, mate. Carbo's normally his partner in crime in the centre of that midfield. I think next season, when we're in the extra classer, we will be. We will be. I don't see how we don't play Igbekim and Carbo in the centre of midfield. I don't think we'll be able to take the liberties that we do in the Betclic 1 Liga where we can put Duda in there or Ertahala as we've seen. Sanchez lays it back to Krzyżanowski. Again, a little bit disjointed this game now as Rzeszow, they start looking for that equaliser. I start seeing some gaps at the back. Throw into Wisła. No need to rush now. I'm feeling confident that we're going to get the 3 points tonight. I'm not sweating as much as I normally do. It's normally a good tell of where we're at as a team and in a game. Geiger's picked up another ball that's gone flat. It's probably the same one from the first half. Unless he's just playing the professional game and trying to kill another 20 seconds. It's just not it's just not working now for Rzeszow. Whether they're just getting a little bit fatigued now, because in that first half they put a lot of effort into it. Paid off as well, they've played well. I've said a couple of times tonight, the fans must watch this and think, how are we just in 12th position? Lovely. Mikulek pulls it back there looking for Kaziemka. Duarte's got a little bit of space edge of the penalty area. Mikulek, Sanchez. Only needs half a yard to get the shot away. Duarte trying to bulldoze his way through. Rzeszow, that'll be a free kick edge of the box. Possibly a yellow card. No, I think it was the follow through. Right, we're going to get Omic on now. I'm pretty sure this will be for Ertehaler. Ertehaler will come off and we'll shore things up now in midfield. He's got a little bit more about him physique-wise as Omic. Agiza says, 10 minutes is a long time, Jimmy. Yeah, I know. It is. It's just the way I'm feeling, mate. All I can tell you is how I'm feeling, and I'm feeling like we're going to take 3 points. Despite us not winning at half-time. Once again, pushing offside there, Sanchez. Assistant keeps his flag down, though. He's looking for somebody to lay it off to. Finds Carbo, Belapart. What can he do? Little ball into Kaziemka. Sanchez. Pulls one through there to Carbo. Little hitch kick. Can't get it on target. Better, though, from Wisła. Here we go again. Omaha Beach. That's on target. The keeper's struggling, isn't he? From that distance and at that pace, but came to nothing. Now we're taking Jordi Sanchez off. We'll keep Duarte up front, no doubt. Quick shout out. I never do these, and I should do them more. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. If you don't want to subscribe, if you can give the video a like, the algorithm likes it or something, and it spreads the video on the channel, and it'll really help to grow. We're almost at 500 subscribers now. I think I'm at 480 something. Headed clear by Wisła. Can we break? Kaziemka, he's the right man for the job. If he can get that just half a yard of space, which he can't, wins the free kick though. Yeah, I think I'm at 480. I think 485, 486 subscribers. So we're almost at 500. So if you can help us out, if you can share this channel, but if you can give it a like, I would really appreciate that. Krizanovski floats one down that channel there, looking for Duarte. Full of running still, Duarte. At 2 goals though, why wouldn't you be? He'll be singing in the shower afterwards. Who's Redardo? Redardo who? Do you know when Redardo got his injury to his shoulder and he had the surgery? I'm not sure if that was an existing injury and they've just thought, now's the time to do it. Or if it was actually caused in the challenge, because it looked really innocuous when he did it. But you can never tell, can you? Maybe he landed a little bit funny and answers on a postcard for that one. Rzeszow trying to get something coming down that left-hand side. They've nothing to lose now, have they? So they've got enough players forward. I'm just hoping we don't sit in for the last 4 minutes, because if we invite pressure on, we're inviting trouble. Right, Geiger. Nice first touch. Duarte, he's onside. Duarte, one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, hit it first time, man. Hit it first time. Oh, a geezer. I'm not saying it, a geezer. I will do now. One stupid tackle in the box. Away from 3 points. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Right, that'll be a goal kick. 3 minutes plus added on time to go. If you don't know anything about Wisła Kraków and you've just tuned in, it's always exciting watching Wisła. Hello, hello. We've not got promoted yet. If there's not something bizarre or exciting happening on the pitch, then it's happening off the pitch. And if you're looking for a team to support in Poland, I can thoroughly recommend Wisła Kraków. And if you ever go to Kraków and you want to watch Wisła while you're there, if there's a game on and you're not sure what to do, send me a message. We're on Facebook, Jimmy James. Contact details, they are on the YouTube page as well. Get in touch and I'll talk you through every step. It's pretty straightforward. And cracking stadium, get a few beers in there, and it costs about £10 British for good seats. If you want to go for the gold VIP, it's about £50, something like that. If you really want to spread the boat out, you know, it's a good way to spend a few hours on your holiday in Kraków. Beautiful city, beautiful people, beautiful place in the world it is. Agiza says, we've switched personalities today, mate. This is what football can do. This is it. This is it. What do you call yourself? You call you. It's normally Agiza. It is the calmness to my madness. Seems like we're the other way around. You're right, mate, today. I'm just convinced that we are going to get what we need tonight for promotion. Omic. Duarte flicks one into the box looking for Kaziemka. Didn't get enough on that. Rzeszow looking to break on us now. We've got numbers back, but they've got space down both flanks here. We need to be careful. Nice ball into the penalty area. Oh! Nearly came out. It's a good job Cutwa got that block. He should have done that in the first half for their first goal. Well, for their only goal. Did well there. Did Cutwa. I'm not surprised Likiewicz jumped up to his feet to congratulate his central defender. You've put the jinx on this, Agiza, saying that. I'm not surprised there's a puff of the cheeks. Right. Let's switch on. It's pretty obvious at the minute they're not going to be taking a short corner. It's pretty obvious they're going to be trying to get a run and a jump and get first to it. Let's just block the runners. Just block the runners. That's better. That's better. Defended that one well. Right, how much added on time? 3 minutes. Whoa! Likiewicz quickly off his goal. 3 minutes to go. Oh, and suddenly he's gone down with cramp. It annoys the shit out of me, this. However, it annoys me, but it's our player and it's important, so we'll let him get away with it. It's not right, though, is it? They call it professionalism. Ultimately, it's just cheating. It's just cheating. But I don't care. When you look at what Schlongs Wrocław have done to us, the shithouses, seems it's the way to go these days. No doubt the extra Kraków will be feeling the same as well. Right, can we get another? Can we get another before the close? Just to put the cherry on the cake. That's be a free kick. Little trip on Ertala. Rzeszow are not happy with that. Whoa, boys, calm down, calm down. You were rolling around like a sniper had been taking pot shots at you in the first half when you had a 1-0 lead and you were trying to slow the game down. In fairness, the goal scorer, Kaziolka, he did have to go off. So we'll let him have that one, but the rest of them, trying to slow the game down. You reap what you sow. Mikulek, Krizanovski, Ertala. Just playing it into space on that far side. Nothing wrong with that. I'm glad he didn't go back to Likiewicz because it just invites that pressure on. We've got, what, just over 60 seconds to go. 60 seconds towards automatic promotion to the Polish Ekstraklasa. We've made hard work of it, that is for sure, after the winter break. But this 3 points today. Come on, referee. Oh no, he's telling Grudgic to get up. He had a good view of that. Omic is just slowing things down a little bit as well. 40 seconds to go. This could be the final moments where it's in doubt. Do we get promotion or not? As soon as the referee blows his whistle, we take 3 points, that's it. We are in the Polish Ekstraklasa, unless something bizarre happens and Wisła Kraków go and turn around a 15-point goal difference. And anyone who says it doesn't go on goal difference, no, it doesn't. But it does, because Wisła Kraków and ourselves, who are in third place at the minute, both games finish 1-1. So now it will go down to goal difference, of which ours is far superior. 3 minutes are up, referee. Blow your whistle. Blow your whistle. Blow your whistle, referee. Lovely from Cutwer. There we go, boys and girls. Wisła Kraków. We're heading back to the Polish Ekstraklasa, the Polish Premier League. I'm going to waste one. There we go. Mathematically, we're not there yet, but it's one of them where something absolutely bizarre would have to happen. And it's not going to happen. A geezer says, job done. Thanks to that man there, Federico Duarte. A brace on the night, 2 goals from him. Not bothered about that one now. Do you know what I think we need? You know what I think we need a little bit of? I think we need a little bit of the mighty, the one and only, the Wisła Kraków. The Wisła Kraków anthem. Jaden Ward's in live chat. I've just seen him. Jaden says he's just woke up. Team howdy. Guess what? We are back. We are back, Jaden. We're back in the Polish Ekstraklasa. It's not official, but unless Wisła Kraków can turn around that massive goal difference, we've done it. We've done it. And I don't know if you saw last week, Jaden. Geezer says, nice to wake up to a win. It certainly is, mate. Jaden, I don't know if you saw last week, we had a geezer. We had Frankie James. We had Adrian. And then because we don't have a picture of yourself, I had Poetic Justice, or Poetic License, not Poetic Justice, Poetic License. And we had a picture of Jaden Ward. Now, I know it's stereotypical, but are we far off the mark there, Jaden, or are we pretty much there? You know, sausage on the barbie, a beer in your hand, a corked hat, a vest. We've done it. We have done it. I thought you might like that one, Jaden. I thought you might like that one. There's going to be trouble now with Wisła Kraków as well. Depending on what happens with the rest of the season with Śląsk Wrocław. If you get a chance to see it, have a look at it if you watch this back. If everybody can give the video a thumbs up as well, please. And subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscribers. So what a way to come to the end. Jaden said that's bloody brilliant. Better than what I would have sent. I bet it's not, mate. I bet it's not. Yeah, so coming into the run-up to the end of the season now, if I do get the opportunity, I will be trying to cover the Wisła matches and obviously the Śląsk Wrocław matches. Hopefully, we can go and give them some shit. And, yeah. like I said at half time, it's just a sad day for Polish football. The Polish FA, they will be absolutely terrified that Wisła Kraków are going to get drawn into this now. The 3 points that they've ultimately stolen, if you've not done anything wrong, you don't get a fine, do you? So where that's going to go in the court, I'm not too sure. The geezer says, trouble only for Slask. That's it, mate. Śląsk. You know, I've got a video to do in, but it's in Polish as well. My Polish is rotten. So at some point, I will try and do it, but I'll have to do it with English and Polish. It's just so difficult to learn. Right, man of the match tonight. Definitely Federico Duarte. Wisła Krakow's number 10. 2 goals on the night. Securing our place back where we belong in the Ekstraklasa. Oh, God, it feels good. Do you know, this last few matches, hasn't it felt like a real long slog getting to this point now? Since we came back after the winter break, was it on February 5th, February 10th, something like that? It's felt like a real long run to the end of the season. But we've done it. We have done it. Unless my maths is wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not, though. I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, not bothered. I can watch that goal all day now. I don't care. We've got the 3 points. All that's left for me to say is, let's have a look when the next games are being played. Here we go. So it's going to be round 32. Just the 3 more matches. That's going to be a good game as well. It's on tomorrow, but I can't do it because I'm going to be working. It's Polonia Beatum and Polonia Varsova. And Grodzisk have tailed off a little bit. Next up, we've got Wisła Kraków at home on the 8th of March. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff in the UK. So that's a good time for you, Agiza. Jaden, that's an early start, mate, isn't it? That's an early start. Agiza says we pronounce Slask shit in the States. DJ Crazy says it's not Wisła would need to win 3 games. We lose 3 games, and then the goals ratio needs to be better for Wisła. Well, ultimately, it is. Ultimately, it is. We've got, if you look at the table now, DJ Crazy, you look at the standings, the points difference between Wisła Kraków on 53 points, Wisła Kraków on 62. So you've got a 9 points difference with 3 games to go. When both teams played each other, Wisła and Wisła played each other twice. On both occasions it was 1-1. So then it will go then to goal difference, and we've got a far superior goal difference. We've got a 15-point advantage. DJ Crazy says mathematically it's possible. But it's not no chance. No, that's what I'm saying. I've said that all through it live chat. It's not mathematically impossible, but in reality, it is, because they're not going to turn around a 15-point. They're not going to turn around a 15-point goal difference, even if we don't manage a draw. You know, if we lose every game now, ultimately they'd have to win each game at least 5-0. It's not going to happen. We're back in the Ekstraklasa. We're definitely back in the Ekstraklasa. DJ Crazy, are you DJ Crazy? Are you a Wisła fan or a Wisła Kraków fan? just because if you're the extra Kraków fan, I want to ask you a question. Let's have a look through live chat. Jaden said it's fitting that the next match against Robry Glogov will be the official match to celebrate our promotion. Martin says, Jimmy, love your passion. Keep doing what you're doing. Wisła Kraków European champions in 5 years. Mate, I think that might be a bridge too far unless I do it on FIFA. DJ Crazy, I'm supporting Wisła from 14-year-old. I'm now 28. DJ Crazy, great to have you in live chat, mate. We can celebrate. We are going up. We are definitely going into the extra classer. I just want to put the cherry on the cake now and go up as champions. Really want to go up as champions and beat Śląsk Wrocław to the championship. 5 points, we should do it. We should do it. We're just making hard work of it. Making hard work of it. There's the boys celebrating as you would expect. Martin's laughing. Martin said, Jimmy, love your passion. Keep doing well. Oh, I've read that one out. European champions in 5 years on FIFA. But you never know. What if we get this? I know that JD Sports are only a shirt sleeve sponsor at the minute. It's small potatoes, the money. But if we get a big headline sponsor, would it ruin the club? I don't know. I'd like to risk it. But, if we get into the extra class, now who knows? Champions League football, possibly. Next year, I'm going to start talking about this. Now, DJ Crazy says, exactly. Do you know what? Next year, we can talk about this now because we are going up. Martin says, think big. We'll think big, mate. DJ Crazy says, match versus Bologna and Robry will be tough. Last match is easy. Yeah, I think now we've done it and we can relax somewhat. I mean, when you look at Patrick Lekiewicz's face in that first half, he looked traumatised, didn't he? He did look traumatised. But we've got there. We've done what we needed to do. We got the good start to the season. Yeah, we've tailed off a little bit towards the end, but we've done what we needed to do. What do we want from next season, ladies and gentlemen? First things first, we've got to look at, let's make sure we don't go boing boing up and down, like West Brom in the UK. They don't call them the boing boing baggies for nothing. They're in the Premiership, they're in the Championship. They've almost ended up in the First Division this season, but we don't want to be that club that can't cement its place in the top division where we belong rightfully. Nobody has a given right to be there. You've got to put the effort in. You've got to build the infrastructure for the club. You've got to make the decent signings, put the effort in, and you get your rewards. So it's not a given that just because we've got the heritage and the history that we stay in the extra classer. But look at Stal Mielek, So it is a warning, and hopefully getting relegated. And how many seasons have we been in the Betclic 1 now? Since we got relegated. So hopefully it's been a boot up the arse that the club needed. We can go maybe consolidate next season if we have to. But we're all optimists, aren't we? We all will start next season thinking, right, let's be thinking Champions League. Let's be thinking big. Aim for the moon, and if you aim for the stars, and if you miss, you might hit the moon, as the saying goes. DJ Crazy says, match versus Bologna. I've read that one out. DJ Crazy says, Champions League is Wisła Krakow's nightmare. We was one time 17 minutes from Champions League and we lost versus Apoel in Cyprus 1-3. Mate, sickening. But this is football. These are nice problems to have, aren't they? When you look at us as a club now, nice problems to have, not how we're going to go out of business. We're looking to a bright future now. We're looking to do things on the football field. We're getting things sorted off the field. So hopefully the future is bright for the one and only, the mighty Wisła Kraków. Oh, what a relief. What a relief. DJ Crazy says, until 73 minutes, it was 1-2, which promotes us. DJ Crazy, Apoel FC. Crazy time back there, hearing the Champions League anthem on fourth stage of the pre-group Champions League at the Raymond. It gives him fucking chills. I bet it does, mate. I bet it does. That stadium, when the music's going, it just reverberates around it, doesn't it? And when you get the ultras lighting all the flares at the same time as well, it makes me go goosey now, thinking about it. DJ Crazy says, we've never been in a group stage of the Champions League. That's what we've got to aim for next season. That's what we've got to aim for. I mean, can you imagine the coffers that have come into the club as well? League form might suffer a little bit, but, you know, funny things happen in Europe. And you know what this was like as a cup team? You know, and to go away when we went to Bruges, what a game that was. All right, there was the bad news with Josie Colley when he did his Achilles, but that was exciting evenings, wasn't it? We had the shocking home, the home thumping. Well, I can't remember the score now. Was it 4-1, 5-1, something stupid like that? Went away from home expecting the worst. What a performance that was. What a performance. European nights, isn't it? Jaden Ward says, DJ Crazy, Wisła did play Champions League group stage around 20 years ago, didn't they? They hosted FC Barcelona. DJ Crazy says, I'm going, bro. Good to have you here so I can watch it outside of my country. Take care, bro. And you too. DJ Crazy, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Join us in live chat. Good to have your knowledge as well, young chap. Martin says, West Ham won the Conference League. And I also support the Hammers. So anything is possible. Certainly is, mate. It certainly is. You'll be hoping that they can stay in the Premiership this season. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed West Ham stay up. Definitely. I would love to see. I'd love to see Tottenham go down. Would love to see it. Right. I'm going to go and get a drink. My throat's dry. I didn't think I'd feel as relieved as I did. I knew we were going to get promoted. And like DJ Crazy says, mathematically we're not there. Realistically, we are there. But I don't know if you guys heard what I said at half time. This thing with Schlongs Wrocław, it's not over with yet. It's going to run and run. And sadly, Wisła Kraków are going to get drawn into this now. So we'll see what happens there. Jaden says, Jimmy, you're going to be in Kraków on the final day? We leave for Poland in 2 weeks. I can't, mate. I can't. I would love to. Even just fly in and fly back out. But I just can't do it. I've got too many commitments. And I've got this, mate. I'll be there with you in spirit. I'll be there with you definitely in spirit. But my place is here in the shed. Oh, sorry, State of the Art Studio. My place is here. But I will be trying to get to as many games, as many games in person as I can. It's just trying to get the time to fly over and fly back. And I've flown over it. I've done there and back in the same day a couple of times, and it can be done, but it's just trying to time the flights and what have you. And it's a long, old day, but it's well worth it. Jane says, my mother-in-law secured tickets for us. I'm pumped. I bet you are, mate. What a mother-in-law you've got. She must really like you. You've got a good one, mate. Right, I'm out of here. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button. We might get there before the end of the season. Frankie James says, nice one, Jaden. Geezer says, goodbye all, Frankie and Jimmy, as always. See you in the next game. Take care. Keep your eye on the notifications, because if we get a chance, I'm going to try and do the Schlongs Wrocław game and possibly the Wisła Kraków games as well. Now we're coming into the end of the season. So I'll see if work permits, and I've got to get back to work this month because I've had nearly a month off. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Take care all. Jaden says my parents will be there too. First time. Get them to hit that subscribe button, Jaden. Take care, team. Take care all. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Frankie says, take care. Take care. Great result. See you soon. You'll see me in a minute, Frankie. I'm coming in celebrating. Woo!